Okay, so this is the third and final video for day 11 of Unit 3 in Algebra 2. And it turns out I was right. It was going to take three videos. Anyway, so this video just talks about sums and differences of cubes and how we can use it to factor out polynomials. It's really simple. If you want to take a picture of this screen or copy down, like pause it and copy down what we've got here. And actually, I'll probably keep coming back to these screens because I mix these formulas up horribly still to this day. Um, so the key difference that always screws even me up, if we have a sum of cubes, so a cube plus another cube, right? We see we've got plus minus like that. Okay. Whereas if we have a difference of cubes, so we have a cube minus another cube, we see we've got minus plus. Okay, and it's really, really easy to mix these up. And you'll probably see me do that in this very video. So, like I said, I'll probably still come back to the screen. Okay, so here we've got some examples. We'll work through these really quickly in this video. Um, Not very difficult to do. Like I said, all we're doing is plugging into a formula. Okay, so first example, we have x cubed plus 27. Well, you're probably wondering, is that even a sum of cubes? And the answer is yes. Okay, we can rewrite it as, well, obviously that's a cube, but we can rewrite it as 3 to the third power. 3 to the third power is 27, right? So I can rewrite it this way. So then that means I'm going to plug into my formula. So that's a plus b is going to be multiplied by a squared. Let's see if I remember. Minus ab plus b squared. And let's go back and double check. Haha, I got it. I'm a genius. Okay, so that's just going to be a is just x plus b is just 3. And then we have x squared minus 3 times x, so 3x, uh, plus b squared, so plus 9. Okay, and that's it. That's literally it. That's all we do to plug into sums or differences of cubes, right? So let's do the next one. Here we've got x cubed minus 8, right? So we have this in the form a cubed minus b cubed. And obviously, what I mean by that is x to the third minus 2 to the third. Okay, so a is x, b is not negative 2, sorry. B is just 2. Okay, so I'm going to plug it into a minus b, all of that times a squared plus ab plus b squared. And again, let's make sure I didn't screw that up. So minus plus, and we have minus plus. I got it. Okay, so x minus 2, x squared 2 times x. Now, this is where kids always get confused. They always want to say it's negative 2 times x, right? It's just 2 times x. A is just, my bad, B is just 2. Okay, so it's just going to be 2x. So plus 2x. This is always a plus sign here, right? And then plus 4. Okay, so that is my answer there. Okay, so now this video wouldn't be complete without some uglier examples. So first of all, when we're thinking about sums and differences of cubes, it really helps to have it written in standard form. This here is obviously not. All we have to do really there is just flipperoo. So 125 x to the third plus 27 instead, because they're both positive, we just keep the same sign. So this obviously is a sum of cubes like what we had up here in green, right? And it's conveniently color coded that way, not intentional. Anyway, this is where it gets tricky. Okay, this is in the form a cubed plus b cubed, but the question is, well, what exactly is a? B is obvious. B is obviously 3 to the third because we, saw that already. But what is a? So you have to think what number to the third power would give you 125x to the third. And the trick to that is to take cube root like that, and just kind of work back from there. And what we end up with is going to be 5x all to the third power. And this is because 5x times 5x times 5x, 5x times 5x is 25x squared. That times 5x again is 125x to the third, which is exactly what we were looking for. Okay, so this is, it can kind of get down to just being good with numbers. Okay, or if you're bad with numbers, you're going to end up just having to play around with numbers in the calculator until you figure it out. Or just literally hit cube root on your calculator. There's always that. Anyway, so A is 5x and B is 3. So we need to keep that in mind when we're plugging that into this. Okay, so we're going to say A plus B times A squared plus A times B, so 15x, plus B squared. And that would be my final answer of this guy here factored out. Okay, last one for this video. Okay, so same idea as before. Okay, we have to be careful with this first A term here. Okay, so we see that A is going to be equal to 2x because 2x to the third power, right, is 2x times 2x times 2x. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 4x squared times 2x gives us 8 to the third. Okay, so from there, we're going to plug into this guy here now, right? So A is 2x minus B, which is 4, because 4 to the third power is 64, right? I'll go ahead and write that here. Okay, so there we have it. And then we plug into, so A squared, so 4x squared. And that's going to be plus A times B. Oh, I messed that up in the last example. You guys are probably watching the video wondering, why did he change it to a plus sign? I knew I was going to do it at least once in this video. Okay, so remember, uh, sums of cubes have a minus there, right there. Okay, and I told you it was going to happen. That makes me feel a little bit better, at least that I knew it was going to happen eventually. Anyway, so 4x squared plus, so A times B, so 4 times 2x, so 8x, right? And then plus 4 squared, so 16. And there I have it. Okay, so that does it for this video. If you have any questions about any of this, shoot me an email. Otherwise, you know where to find me. Goodbye.